Robby, how you feeling today?
I feel amazing today. I'm blessed, thankful, had a good day on the practice field, excited for Sunday. Feel great today. Thanks for asking.
How did you recover from the hit on Sunday? How did you feel then, and how did you come back from that?
I just had to catch my breath, you know what I'm saying? It's really just the wind got knocked out of me. I was just trying to catch my breath. That's it. I came back that same drive, so, it's football,
What do you think about, kind of what happened after, kind of how your teammates kind of got in there when, I can't remember the guy's name, was celebrating. But what did you see that after the fact? There was kind of a little scuffle after, the guy who hit you, I think, was celebrating, Sam Franklin kind of got in his face. There was a little scuffle after. I was wondering if you saw that, and what you think about it. If you didn't,
I think I was laying down with the trainers around me. I think it's kind of obvious.
That's what I meant.
No, I ain't see all that, but that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what they gonna do, you know what I'm saying? That's my teammates. We soldiers, you know what I'm saying? We go to war together, you know what I'm saying? They gonna stand up for me. That's what real brothers do. But no, I ain't see.
It looked like you were sort of walking, trying to stay away from the doctors a little bit. At least was that true? Afterwards, like, you didn't want to go in the injury tent?
Yeah, because I was trying to get back to the game. They thought I had a concussion. I knew I didn't have a concussion. I knew it was really just the wind got knocked out of me, so I was just trying to hurry up and get back.
And talk about getting the onside kick at the end. You got your hands on the ball there when y'all really needed it.
Yeah, for sure. We knew the year before too that they kicker, he's pretty good at onside, so we had spent a lot of time emphasizing that last week on Friday and Saturday, just being prepared for that.
Robby, the play that you got hit, that was the only time you were targeted during that game. How do you keep yourself focused when you don't have the same amount of activity you're used to having?
Just knowing the game plan, and kind of like our focus last week was knowing that we were going to win that game by running the ball. So me being prepared, knowing that I'm going to have to block, and give my all, it's a team sport, the ultimate goal, like I always say, is to win. So, that's simple as that.
What is the extra work like to try and refamiliarize yourself in playing with PJ, if in fact he's the guy on Sunday?
It's a little different for me because I played with PJ in college, and PJ is one of my closest friends. So that the communication, the chemistry part of it, that's been there for years, and me and him talk on the daily. You know what I'm saying? So that part of it's a little easy, and then we take reps in practice on routes on air, so it's not too much. It's not like it's a brand new quarterback. It's a little different, so it's kind of a different optic for me.
What does he give you guys? What is it like to play with him?
PJ's he's a go-getter. He's gonna give his all. He's a smart quarterback. He understands the system, and his ultimate goal is to win.
On Sunday makes some people think about you putting on more weight. Has that been something that people have talked to you about? Or can you talk about you and putting on weight and your views on that for you?
Nah, I ain't know nobody never. 175 solid, you know what I'm saying? I've been that since I came in, So my coaches, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? If I was walking around in a wheelchair, not no disrespect, but that'd be different. But
so a hit like that doesn't make you think about, hey, let's try to put on.
If I had on dudes that be 400, 350 get concussions and get knocked out the game, you know what I'm saying? I came right back. You know what I'm saying? That don't, how big you are. You could be 300, 200 pounds and still get a concussion.
Probably back on PJ. Was his game at Temple a lot like we see now?
Yeah. PJ, his first year, it was like my breakout year, my redshirt sophomore year, freshman, we was spread offense. So, he was a gunslinger. And we had a lot of, his first year playing, we had a lot of games that came down to it, but he's gonna play relentless and he's gonna fight to the end.
What during your simple years, what impressed you most about PJ? Was it anything that you saw? What was it that impressed you most during that time?
When
you all were together at Temple?
I would say I remember his first game was against, I think he came in against Louisville like right before the half. And he came in like he came in, he like, you know that saying, stay ready so you don't got to get ready. And, you know, when this time came, he just took off, you know.
I know there's not as many guys left over from when you last played the Patriots with the Jets, but is there an advantage you might have in having seen this team before and the way that they go about scheming things?
Well, you know, I look at their team, I look at their team like I'm going against Bill Belichick, you know, and Tom Brady. You know, Tom's not there obviously, but I know how they gonna come regardless of who's on that team. I know the type of system that Bill Belichick is running with that defense and the tenacity and the style of playing, the things they do. So I know it's gonna be a war, you know what I'm saying? I know the key to beating the Patriots is playing fundamental sound football. And I've seen it since my rookie year at the Jets. If you give them a turnover, the team turn over the ball, that's what makes the difference in that game, is just, you know, just doing all the little things correctly against them.
You've struggled some against them over your career too. What has Bill Belichick always done to Robby Anderson?
I mean, when I played him, from what I can like remember, he usually would like put man coverage and safety over top and scheme me, do things like that, kind of take me out the picture. And he even like told me that too. Last year when I was in free agency, he tried to get me to sign that. He was like, you know, I'm tired of scheming against you, tired of going against you.
He tried to sign you in free agency?
Yeah.
Did you ever consider that seriously?
Yeah, of course. It was one of the teams I did consider.
What was the kind of deciding factor? Did it come down to the Patriots and Panthers?
It came down to them and a couple other teams, but, you know, just, you know, business decision.
Robby, back on the Patriots, how often did you match up against, or did Gilmore match up against you, and what was he like? What was that matchup like?
It was a challenge. Me and Gilmore, my first year, he was still in Buffalo. My second year, I want to say the first time we played them, I don't think he played that game. Malcolm Butler was matched up on me. And then because, you know, we played them twice a year. Then the second time that year, Malcolm Butler was matched up on me. He was following me. And then my third year, I think that's when he started following me. And it was a challenge. You know, he's one of the stronger, bigger corners. And then what happened at safety over top, and then us kind of not really game planning to that. It was tough, you know.
What have you kind of learned about Gilmore since he's been here?
He works hard, smart dude, you know, professional. Does all the little things, you know, that entails with being great.
Robby, have you managed to stay not frustrated this year despite the lack of production and fewer targets, fewer catches, and all that?
Yeah, you got to, you know what I'm saying? If I don't, you know, I don't really try, like the type of person I am, I don't live like in a negative place in life, you know what I'm saying? I stay positive, and, you know, I trust God and his timing, you know, and just got to rely on my faith and just continue to get better and improve on my craft. And, you know, I've been probably feel like in life I've been through, you know, worse obstacles, you know. Ultimately, we're 4-2-0 in the NFC South, so that's my pride and my joy, you know. My role is going to come, you know what I'm saying? So just continue to work, improve, and get better.
We'll do a couple more. We asked you a few weeks ago, but I just want to ask you again about what's different for you this year than last year, with kind of leading on Scott's question about the Ducks. You had one target last week, and I know you said whenever you guys win, it kind of doesn't matter as much. It's still overall.
I mean, a lot of things are different from this year to last year. Last year was 2020, this year is 2021. So I could go down the list of a bunch of different things that's different, but it's last year, this year, you know.
I could ask you, you mentioned your relationship with PJ and how close the two of you are. Something he just said when he was in here was him really trying to focus on the mental side of the game and not trying to do too much. Is that something that the two of you have discussed, or even you've offered any advice on how to balance that?
You know, I don't really, like, certain things like that, I don't, step out of place. Like, I'm not a coach, so I don't try and, like, tell a player how they should play. Like, my position, I give suggestions, but, like, when it comes down to quarterback, I'm not a quarterback, so I won't really, like overspeak. You know what I'm saying? I think that PJ's a grown man. He's mature. Him and his coach, they know what he needs to work on. I think the best thing for me to do is focus on what I need to work on, and focus on myself and what I need to get done to help everybody and help the team.
I was even asking just as a friend in terms of being able to just sort of take some of the pressure off. That's ever a discussion.
Nah, I think he's got it down pat. I think that he knows what he needs to do.